Hello everyone, welcome back to Life Lessons from the Bible. Today we're going to be looking at the story of Moses. And the story of Moses, Prince of Egypt, is very famous, but there's a lot of rich nuance in that story and full of really powerful lessons. Today we're going to be looking at the beginning of chapter 10 in Exodus, where Moses is pretty disheartened. God told him to go take the Jewish people out of Egypt. He goes, he speaks to Pharaoh, and yet things not only don't they get better, they get worse. And so I think that's something we could all relate to, where we struggle with a challenge, something comes up, and despite our best efforts, things not only don't they get better, things actually get worse. And so what does Moses do? He's really not quite sure what to do. And at the beginning of chapter 10, God tells him, go to Pharaoh. And yet the Hebrew in that sentence is really powerful. The Hebrew doesn't say lech, which means go, but it says bo, which means come. So in a sense, what God's saying is, come to Pharaoh. Now, why would God say come? Shouldn't he say go to Pharaoh? And we know when we say come, what that means is come with me. And so the deeper message here is God's telling Moses, I know it's been challenging. I know that you've stepped forward, you've done your best, and you feel like you've hit a brick wall. Come. At this darkest, most difficult time, I'm going to go with you. And that's a really powerful lesson for all of us. Often, when things are easy, and yet it's in our most challenging moments when it's really empowering and important to know that God says, I am there with you. We know that God doesn't give someone a challenge that they can't meet. And so when we get to those really difficult times, we got to step forward. We have to know that if God has given us a challenge, it is something that we can meet. And when we feel that it's really dark and really difficult, we have to know that God's saying, come, I'm going to go with you. If you just step forward, if you just keep pushing, if you just find a way, it will work itself out. And so just like Moses had the courage to step forward and not to give up, despite the fact that his first few attempts didn't succeed, we too must have the courage to step forward. If we're doing what we know is right, God is right there with us. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share with your friends. Take care.